name is Ray with Jade Investment. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button as well. And share this video with others. That way you can help others as I'm doing this for free just to help you on investing in real estate. Here's the deal. We have this economy that's going on right now, this coronavirus. I don't want to get started with that junk, but this is what's going on. So people are losing their jobs. People are unemployed right now. So right now would be a good time to learn different skill sets. And that's something I can help you with. I can help you with real estate investing. I can help you with engine building, mechanics, transmission building, carburetor tuning, stuff like that. I can help you with those different skill sets. That way you have different sources of income coming in as well. So that's what I'm here for, to help you. And you can help others by sharing this video. So today what I want to talk about is 3 types of properties to look for, which is the market distress, personal distress, and property distress. These are the properties that you're going to go out and look for as a real estate investor. The market distress, this is going to be basically the economy. For instance, right now we have the economy's going down. It's crashing. The stock market's crashing. So this is the time you're going to get this. And this is basically the only time you're going to get the market distress is when you have a crash. The stock market's crashing. Then when the stock market crashes, which it has been doing for a couple of weeks, then you're going to see the housing market start going down. This is when you're going to get foreclosures as well. And those are the type of properties you're going to look for. Is the economy is going to be going down. You're going to get foreclosures. And I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, you're looking after getting somebody out. No, this is already happening. So when this happens, what you can do as a real estate investor, you can purchase this property and you can put another family in there. And that's how you're going to help someone else have a place to stay. For instance, a foreclosure. Okay, they're kicking these people out. If you want to, you can also make a deal with the owners of that property and purchase that property and tell them they can rent that property from you. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't, because they're going to be upset that they're already getting kicked out. So that's just going to be up to you. But that's how you can help someone else. You can purchase a property and then put a tenant in there and put a family in there. And that's how you're going to help them out. So don't look at it as, well, I'm looking for a market crash and I'm trying to get properties and kick people out. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking as a real estate investor is to build your portfolio, but at the same time to help someone else. That's what you're looking for. Your second one is going to be a personal. Say, for instance, this is going to be a homeowner that already owns a house, but they're hurting for funds and they want to do this before they get into foreclosure. So they're looking to sell their property before it gets foreclosed. In fact, we purchased a property like that before it became a foreclosure because this couple was getting divorced. And here's another deal. This is when you're going to have a divorce as well. This is the one you have to be careful with, the divorce part. We looked at a property several years ago and this couple was getting divorced. I made an offer. She accepted it, but the ex-husband refused the offer, and they were going back and forth. So what I decided to do, I walked away. I told my real estate agent, I'm not going to get involved in that. I don't want to be all this bickering and be going back and forth. So yes, that's going to be a personal one. That's going to be divorce. So you decide if you want to go in there and try that. You can. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm saying just be cautious when you're going to do that. And they'll be bickering back and forth. So if they start doing that, then you can just say, oh, just like I did, and walked away from it. This is also going to be, the personal distress is going on right now as well. This is the arbitrage. If you're not aware of that arbitrage I'm not a fan of. I've never done it, and I'm not going to do that. And I'll give you some tips why I'm not going to do that. Arbitrage is where you're going to go look for a actual homeowner, somebody that owns a home, and you're going to rent the property from them, say 12 to 1500, whatever the rent is. You're going to offer them a little bit higher rent if they allow you to have it as an Airbnb property. The only problem with that, and there's many problems with that. So you can go with them, you're going to tell them you're going to lease it out for a whole year, whatever the homeowner wants to do it. So they're going to rent out the property from you. I mean, they're going to rent it out to you for a year lease, and say it's $1,500 a month, and you offer them to pay them $2,000 a month because you're going to make it into an Airbnb property, which I explained in my previous videos. You can make anywhere from $4,500 up to $5,500 plus a month on Airbnb alone compared to a regular rental. So yes, it sounds great. The arbitrage sounds great because you don't have to put a 20% down. You don't have to go purchase your own home and do that. It's less money up front, and you don't own the property. And say, for instance, something goes bad within that year, you can go ahead and cut the lease off and you don't want to do it anymore. The bad part with that is you don't own the home. You own that property at all. I mean, you're not tied to that property, so you can't get a loan on it. Say, for instance, right now the economy crashed. It's going to crash some more. Say, for instance, right now you needed some money. So you wanted to go get a loan off of your property that you own, and you're doing the Airbnb just to stay afloat, say to help you out, to stay afloat, or you just want to put money out because you want to go purchase properties now knowing that this market is about to crash and you can get properties for $20,000 a property, $50,000 a property. And so you want to put money out. Well, guess what? Since you're under this and the arbitrage, you don't own the property. You can't even get a loan on that house. So say, for instance, this personal distress, and they allowed you to rent the house as an arbitrage, and you're in an Airbnb property and you're making some money, and they tell you next month, guess what? I'm putting the house for sale because I'm in a personal distress and I can't take any more money out of the property, or whatever issues it is. It may be a combination of these two. So now they're going to kick you out of that Airbnb. There's nothing you can do about it. They cut the lease because they're selling the property, and it's legal. They're going to sell the property. So this is why I'm not a fan of this. But I do look for this as I'm looking at for right now, just because the market is not doing so great. I'm looking for people that are selling their properties so I can go purchase those properties at a discount price. So that's what that is. This is also, personal distress would be inheritance. And I see this a lot. Inheritance, somebody gets a property, say their parents or grandparents left them a house. These people want nothing to do with it, and they sell the property and they don't care about it. In fact, we purchased land like that. If you remember my previous videos, I purchased 2.5 acres, extremely cheap, and because they inherited the property and they wanted nothing to do with it, and they just wanted to sell it, get rid of it, and they took whatever we offered them, which, this is a great time to buy properties from an inheritance. Also, another one is, it's almost the same, but it's not. It's estate sales. That's usually when somebody has a family member that passed away and they have several properties and they don't want to manage it, so they just go ahead and sell them instead of inheriting it. What they do is just sell all the properties and then they distribute the money across to relatives. So that's another one to look at, is estate sales. So now you get an idea of what the market distress and the personal distress. Property distress. This is where you're going to come up with property distress would be the value of the property was affected. And the way it was affected, say for instance, it's been damaged, the roof leaks, damaged roof leaks. You can't even live in the property. That's what it basically is. You can't live in these properties, and these are the properties you look for. Well, I'll tell you this. This right here, this is the only time you're going to get it is whenever the economy is bad. That's the only time you're going to find this. This one right here, you're going to find it. This one here, anytime throughout the year. And this one's the same way, anytime throughout the year. This is only when the market crashes. For instance, right now that we're in 2020 with the virus junk, this is when you're going to find that. This one you can find at any time throughout the year, and this one at any time throughout the year. And this is the one you want to go for, what they call the BRRRR strategy. The BRRRR strategy. And I'll explain it this way. And I'll do it this way. The BRRRR stands for buy, rehab, Have you ever heard the BRRRR strategy? This is something that's been around for years and years. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. And the reason you do it in this order is you're going to buy your property first. So in other words, you're going to find a property, whichever one that you decide to find. You're going to buy it. Say for instance, is this one here, the property distressed because the value is damaged. It's just tore up. You can't live in it. You're going to buy it. You're going to rehab it. You're going to repair it. You're going to do whatever. You're going to make it look nice, not to the extreme, but you're going to make it nice where somebody wants to rent it. You're going to rent it out to them, and then you're going to refinance it. This you cannot change out. Reason why is because a bank or mortgage company is going to look at it as an investment property. They're going to want a lease already. So you have a lease, then you can refinance it, pull that money out, and then you can repeat it. So that's the BRRRR strategy. You can buy the property, you can rehab it, you can rent it out, you can refinance it, and then you can repeat. So that's how that works. So again, here's the 3 properties that you're going to look for. So decide which one you want to look for. And right now, this is the time that you're going to find these right here. I'll give it, we're here in April 2020. I give it a couple of more months, maybe 3 months. And this is when you're going to start finding these properties out already. You can find these right now by just looking, but the property is actually going to go way down. You're going to find properties for $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, and these are going to be nice homes. But this is the way you want to do it. And I'll make another video of you building a real estate team, because that is very important. Have a good real estate agent, and I'll explain all that on the next video. So hopefully this helps you out. And like I said, this is all for you and just to help others out. So share this video with others. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it already. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.